One common operation when CADing a robot is that you'll want to resize some stock part. Like this is a churro, for example. And in fact, this isn't just any churro, this is the one in the library folder. And the trouble with resizing a stock part is if you come in here and you edit this library file, then you can't use it in a different length anywhere else unless you create a complicated multi-configuration part. So if you just want to put this in one place and you just want to resize it, you don't want to edit this part. Instead, you want to make a new part, and you can insert that stock part into this new part, and any changes won't go back and modify the stock part. So I'm going to come down here, click on the churro, and I want to make sure that solid bodies is checked and probably the material, body material and part material are checked. Click OK. And you'll see that now it's a new part and it has this churro in it. So next thing is we're going to want to make a cut extrude so that we can cut this down to length. But to pick which face, because we could pick either of these ends, let's come in here and see if one of these planes is at the origin. And yeah, this front plane here is at one end of it. So let's cut from the other end so that it ends up with still the front plane at one end. So to do that, we're going to want to select this face, go up to Extruded Cut. So that makes a sketch on this face, you can see. Then click Convert Entities, and that will transfer the edges of this face into our sketch so that when we extrude, it says, okay, well, I'm going to use this perimeter. So when I click Exit Sketch, it will go back to the cut extrude. And now we could do just a blind extrusion. Let's say, I could do 5 inches. I hit 5 and then the tab key in order to show the preview. But if we don't know the original length of this, then we have to go in, we have to measure this, and then we have to do math in order to say, oh, well, I'm going to want one that's 3 inches long or something. So instead of doing that, we can make SOLIDWORKS do the math for us. You come up here to blind for the extrusion distance, go down to offset from surface, and then you can say, well, I want the distance to be a distance from this end out. Cut everything up until that distance. So if I select this surface here, it puts it in this box. It says, okay, that's our reference, offset from this surface. Now, that 5 inches is what remains here. So that's 5 inches, or if I type 3 inches here, it gives us 3 inches. And the actual distance that I want for this is 0.875. And there we go. Click the check mark. And now we have a churro. If I measure this, evaluate, measure, it is 0.875 inches long.